Just when you thought the Andretti Cadillac Formula One story couldn't get more dramatic, a new bombshell drops. Cadillac is reportedly plotting to ditch Andretti and make a solo push for Formula One glory. What began as a dream collaboration between two titans of American motorsport, Andretti Global, led by racing royalty Michael Andretti, and General Motors' iconic Cadillac division, now teeters on the edge of collapse. From the start, their partnership promised to shake up the F1 grid, representing the ultimate blend of Andretti's racing pedigree and Cadillac's engineering power. Together, they stood ready to challenge the dominance of Formula One's traditional heavyweights. But now, with reports surfacing that Michael Andretti is stepping back from his leadership role, the alliance that once seemed unbreakable may be fracturing under pressure. The entire motorsport world is left to wonder what comes next. Michael Andretti has long been an American motorsport icon, with Andretti Global boasting success in IndyCar, endurance racing, and more. His push to bring his team into the elite world of Formula One alongside Cadillac was fueled by FIA's approval for an 11th team. For a moment, it seemed like the dream was within reach. But then, out of nowhere, Formula One management slammed the brakes on the Andretti Cadillac bid. Rumour has it that personal conflicts, particularly between Liberty Media CEO Greg Maffei and Michael Andretti, played a pivotal role in the rejection. According to insider sources, Maffei isn't exactly a fan of Andretti, and this friction may have been enough to turn FOM against the bid. The rejection created a major rift between Andretti and Cadillac, stirring speculation that Cadillac may be looking to chart its own path into Formula One without the Andretti name. With Andretti stepping back, Dan Tauris, CEO of Group 1001 and a major investor in Andretti Global, has taken on a more active leadership role. Tauris, who's been a financial pillar for Andretti's ventures since 2018, is now front and center in the decision-making process. While his involvement has been crucial for Andretti's motorsport success, the bigger question is, how does Cadillac fit into this picture? Could Tauris help Cadillac pivot toward a more independent future in F1? Industry insiders like motorsport journalist Marshall Pruitt certainly seem to think so. Pruitt has gone on record, hinting that Cadillac is positioning itself for a solo entry into Formula One. Rumours are swirling that Cadillac might even develop its own power unit by 2028, marking a significant step towards becoming a full-fledged works team. For fans of the Andretti name, this speculation might feel like a gut punch, but for Cadillac, it could be a golden opportunity to step out of Andretti's shadow and establish itself as a major player in global motorsports. When F1 rejected the Andretti Cadillac bid, they left the door open for a Cadillac-only application. As one of America's most iconic brands, Cadillac's entry into F1 could be a game-changer, especially as it looks to expand its global reach. F1 has always had a soft spot for original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, and the sport's leadership has been eager to welcome another major car brand into the fold. With Andretti out of the picture, would Cadillac have a smoother path into the sport? Cadillac's recent moves in endurance racing offer some tantalizing clues. The automaker recently extended its partnership with Wayne Taylor Racing WTR in IMSA endurance racing. What's curious, however, is the notable absence of the Andretti name from any of Cadillac's major announcements. For those paying close attention, this development raised eyebrows. Was Cadillac quietly cutting ties with Andretti? Are they flexing their autonomy as they prepare for bigger ventures like a potential solo entry into Formula One? This could very well be the first step in Cadillac's strategic plan to take the reins and chart its own course. The timing of Andretti's step back has only fueled more speculation. Why would he retreat after fighting so hard to bring his team into F1? Some say it's a tactical move, clearing the way for Cadillac to advance without the baggage of Andretti's strained relationship with F1 leadership. Others suggest there could be an even bigger shake-up on the horizon, with whispers of a possible rebranding or restructuring of Andretti Global. Whatever the case, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. As if the Andretti Cadillac drama weren't enough, the larger F1 landscape is undergoing seismic shifts. Renault's decision to step away from their engine program after 2026 adds another layer of intrigue. Starting in 2026, Alpine will switch to Mercedes power units, signaling Renault's gradual exit from the sport. In a surprising twist, F1 journalist Joe Saward has reported that Cadillac may have acquired the intellectual property rights to Renault's 2026 engine. According to Saward, Cadillac's interest in Renault's engine division could be a game-changer. If Cadillac is indeed taking over Renault's engine development, they could hit the ground running with state-of-the-art power units by 2026. Saward has drawn comparisons to other pivotal moments in F1 history, where behind-the-scenes deals reshaped the grid. He pointed to instances like Ferrari's acquisition of Honda's V12 2012 technology and Red Bull's rebranding of Honda engines, suggesting that Cadillac's rumored deal could be similarly transformative. But pulling off such a maneuver would be no easy feat. Untangling Renault's engine operations from its other motorsport projects at their Viry-Châtillon base would be a complex and delicate task. Could Cadillac successfully navigate these waters and make its independent Formula One debut with Renault-powered engines? For Cadillac, breaking away from Andretti doesn't necessarily spell disaster. In fact, it might be the catalyst for an even greater push into Formula One. As the dust settles, Cadillac, backed by the might of General Motors, seems to have a clearer runway to pursue its F1 ambitions. The timing couldn't be better. With political support growing for an American entry into F1, Cadillac's case has only gained strength. A congressional investigation into FOM's handling of the Andretti-Cadillac bid is currently underway, spearheaded by the House Judiciary Committee. 12 members of Congress are questioning FOM's rejection of the American team, accusing them of favoring European manufacturers and potentially violating antitrust laws. Could this investigation be the key to opening the door for Cadillac's independent entry? While the congressional investigation could certainly sway public opinion, Cadillac's F1 ambitions don't solely rely on political support. With General Motors' engineering prowess and deep pockets, Cadillac has the resources to make a serious bid for F1, with or without Andretti. If Cadillac does manage to acquire Renault's power unit program, they could enter Formula One armed with top-tier technology and a solid foundation for success. The implications of Cadillac's potential solo entry are massive, especially for the growing US fan base. Formula One has seen a meteoric rise in popularity in America, thanks in large part to Netflix's Drive to Survive series, which has captured the imagination of millions of new fans. Formula One's traditional European stronghold has given way to a new, more diverse audience, with women now making up 40% of the sport's fan base. Cadillac, as a cornerstone of American culture, is uniquely positioned to capitalize on this momentum. With its rich automotive heritage and a growing number of US Grand Prix, Cadillac's entry could supercharge fan engagement, pulling in new viewers who might not have tuned into F1 before. The US motorsport landscape is already shifting, with Formula One planting deeper roots in cities like Miami and Las Vegas. As F1 continues to grow stateside, Cadillac's involvement could push the sport even further into the American mainstream, attracting new sponsors, business opportunities, and fan engagement. And who knows, Cadillac's entry could pave the way for more American talent to step into the driver's seat, deepening the connection between the sport and its US audience. As Cadillac moves forward, one big question remains. Will their bet on independence pay off? Breaking away from Andretti is a bold move, but it could be just what the automaker needs to carve out its place in F1. With a strong foundation in endurance racing and a potential engine deal with Renault, Cadillac's F1 dreams are closer than ever. But with so many moving parts, it's hard to predict how this will all play out. What do you think? Can Cadillac's solo push into F1 light up the grid, or will the absence of Andretti hold them back? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay tuned for more F1 intrigue.